I have 6.7 to go.
Alright, it's race eve. Tomorrow's my race. And it's a 40-mile race in the mountains. And yeah. It's gonna be really fun though. I've never done an ultramarathon and I'm looking forward to it. I've got all my nutrition out. I'm ready to go. It's about 9:20, so I'm gonna hit the bed and get up tomorrow. See you there. Bye.
I start out the race and I'm feeling amazing. I'm like, ooh, I feel good. And I was in this pack of like a line of people for a very long time. I was trying to pass people for the first like 5 miles, and I don't know why. I shouldn't have done that because they all passed me later. When I say they all passed me, I mean it. They all passed me. It was a lot of like single file running, and we were all just kind of going at the same speed until we got to the aid station at mile 4.5. So we're 4.5 miles into the race at this point, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna win this thing if I just keep feeling like this. I feel amazing. I've already taken in a lot of carbs, a lot of gels and stuff. I feel good. So I blow through that aid station like there is no tomorrow. I'm just running. I gained a couple places at that point, and then I found this group of these 2 other girls, and I think they were friends. And I basically ran with them for a good bit. I'm 10 miles in, and I'll finish probably about 8:40 if I keep up this pace. I feel pretty good. That's a good angle. And the next aid station was at 8, and then again at 11, and then 14. At this point, I'm just going down the downhills like as fast as possible, and then walking the uphills, and then jogging the flats. Like I'm moving. And the trail, it's starting to like, it's getting pretty technical. There's a lot of rocks, lots of very like single track type deal stuff like that, and there's a lot of climbs. And at 16 there was this huge climb, and that's what broke me. Like I felt good for 13 miles, and then as soon as 13 miles hit, I just completely broke down. It was bad. It was really bad because I started feeling like it was starting to set in, and I was like, there's no way I'm not even halfway done. And it feels like I've literally already done a half marathon. Like, what? Hold on, what? There was a lady behind me at one point, but not anymore. I don't know where she's at. But I'm trying to catch the lady in front of me. My nose is dripping a lot. So, 14 through 20 is just complete, like, despair. I'm just dying, and I know I'm dying, and it's like, man, I passed all those people. What am I gonna do now? They're just all going to pass me, which they did before I even got to the 20-mile mark. I'm at mile 17, and I'm like, wow, this is setting in. And I'm counting this down. I'm saying, hey, 3 more miles to the next aid station, 2.9 miles to the next aid station. And I would round down, which was, that got me through it. That was very helpful.
Feeling a lot better than I did earlier, which is nice. Yeah. This is getting hard. I'm not even halfway.
I get to the 20, and I come through in under 5 hours. I hoped for a 4:30 halfway through, but it's okay. So I come through 20, I get there, and my drop bag is there, and they were very, very fast. These aid station volunteers, they were actually like the best. They were amazing. And I get some chicken soup, and I get my gels and restock my whole belt and everything. It was amazing. And then at that point, I wasn't even thinking about hey, I gotta go do all that again, and it's gonna feel twice as bad, and it's gonna feel like 40 miles itself. The race hasn't even started at this point. So I take a little potty break, and then I set back out on my journey. And I get back out there, and I start passing the 20-mile people, and I just feel awful because they are almost done. They are all out sprinting to the finish, and yeah. And I let them go by too. I would step off the trail because I was like, yes, queen, you are getting your 20 miles, and you're pretty fast. You're moving. So I let them go by, obviously. A couple people, they were like, no. You need to go instead of me. Top 10 respect moments.
Aid station was good. I drank some chicken noodle soup. I just refilled all my stuff. Yeah. I feel good. It's just my legs. They kind of hurt.
And I get to the 23-mile mark, and my hands are swelling. They are actually balloons, and I have no clue. This is what they look like normally, which they're bleh. I couldn't even see I couldn't even see the part of my hands that's weird and sticks out. They look like sausages, and it was really scary. So I asked them what is happening. They're like, oh, that happens to me. Just run like this. Boy, I'm not running like that. So I actually did try running like that for a while, and it didn't help, and so I just stopped. And I did take a salt pill at that point. About miles 24, I start to catch up to this guy in yellow, and I'm right behind him, and he says, how you feeling? I say, I'm dying. We start talking, and this is when I met Bill. He's actually the GOAT. Bill, Bill, he's the best. We start talking. We talk for a good 2 miles, and we're keeping a pretty good pace. And he was saying he's done ultras before, but he wasn't feeling it today. So he, at 20 miles, he was like, okay, I'm going to step off the gas. I'm just going to finish and enjoy it. And it was a beautiful trail. It was awesome. So good day to just enjoy it. So we're running together. He's got these walking sticks or poles. And at one point, my knees start to hurt so bad that it hurts to run downhill. And so I say, oh man, my knees, they're giving out. They do not like these downhills. So I just tell Bill, I'll see you later. Bye. And I fall behind. And then, Bill goes on his merry way. And this is when things started to go wrong.
My name is on my job.
Mile 28, I just start thinking of the finish and thinking of what I'm gonna feel like at the finish, and I'm imagining me crossing the line, just being oh, hallelujah. And I just start breaking down, crying, actually sobbing, and I'm out here in the middle of the woods, and nobody's around me. I'm completely alone at this point.
I have 6.7 to go.
And nobody's passing me either, because all the races, they've long gone, been finished, or nobody's coming through from the 20 miler anymore. I got to the aid station at 32, and I was like like I was crying and like I was really upset. I just get there and they sit me down and they make me drink some like chicken broth, and I'm like, oh no, I don't need anything, but I needed some. I need a lot of things. They make me eat a potato covered in salt, which was really good. A couple peanut butter and jellies, and I told them about my knee, and they were like, okay, take ibuprofen. Now I was so against it because I was like, I'm gonna get like sick from this, or I don't know what I was thinking. But I took the ibuprofen and they sent me on my merry way with 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and it was really good. Well, I left the aid station, right? And there's a photographer, and I'm like crying, and I'm like, please, can you not take a photo right now? And I've been seeing this guy the whole race, and he's like, oh yeah, I understand. So shout out to the photo guy. And things started to look up. About mile 34 is when I started to feel a bit better. And 35, guess who I catch up back to? Bill. I love Bill. Oh, we found him again, and I told him how I was feeling, but for the most part, we just kind of we're just slogging along. And then we get to an aid station it might have been 35 that was the aid station that we were at. And Bill is yapping. He is talking a lot. Like, goodness gracious. I'm like, okay, I want to get a move on. Let's go. And so I wait for him, and we go off together. From 35 to 38, it was so hard. It felt so much. I was freaking out because I knew that the cutoff time was coming soon. And I made it out of the mile 32 aid station with 3 minutes to spare, for the headlamp cutoff, because you had to make it there by 4 p.m. and if you didn't have a headlamp, you could not continue, and I did not have a headlamp. So I made it there just in time, but that meant that I had to keep moving so that I could actually get to the finish in time. And the guy told me I have 4.5 hours left. No, I actually had 3.5 hours. At mile 38, there's another aid station, and it's the last aid station. And Bill and I come through this one together. And I'm stocking up on a couple things, but I'm like, I just want to finish. I just want to be done with this. So I actually ditched Bill. And the next 2 miles were probably the longest 2 miles. They felt like the longest 2 miles of my life, because 2 miles out on the trail at this point in the race for me was not 20 minutes. It was 40 minutes at least. And I was actually very proud of my second to last mile because I ran a lot of it and I got through it in 17 minutes, which was very big achievement. And the last mile, the sun started to set and it was dark. So this meant that they let me through without the headlamp because I technically made the cutoff, but it was not the best idea. A mile away from the finish, and it is the rockiest downhills, the most technical part of the race, I think. And I'm doing this in the dark. I can't see, my phone is dying, it's the only light I have. I almost took a wrong turn, and then there were some other people on the path that did have headlamps that were going the right way, so I just followed them. But I get maybe 100 meters from the finish and my phone dies. I'm running in just silence. And I heard the people up in front of me finish, and they have all the cowbells and they're all cheering. But I get there and I'm 50 feet away from the finish and I hear nobody. I almost took another wrong turn too, and I got off the path. And then I come down and they're like, "Is that him?" Him? And they can't see me. So I come down and I make it to the end and I just start bawling my eyes out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be done. And my final time was 11 hours and 36 minutes. It was, oh my goodness, it was insane. And to think that I did that, I spent more time running and being out there on the trail than I would at school is insane. I'm very proud of that. But I got to say my final goodbye to Bill. one of the aid station volunteers from mile 32. She found me and was like, "I'm so proud of you for finishing," and it was just amazing.